Hey y'all, what's this? It's a Thursday. Well, I be doing these lives real ghetto, but it doesn't matter. We here. This video is gonna be based off of pretty much everything that's been taking place in the last couple of weeks since the new year has started. I've been watching everything. I've been seeing all the conversations, and I have been like kind of sitting off to the side, just like watching stuff. And on top of that, taking care of whatever I need to take care of, work I've been needing to catch up on because last year is now finally for me winding down when it comes to work that I've had in the past year. So I have now officially started my hiatus. I am using this time to study, so I'm learning a lot more. I'm using this time to really make sure that I am taking care of any legal things I need to take care of, my foundation, when it comes to my business, when it comes to my mental, all those things that I can prepare myself for what's going to take place. Because as soon as April gets off, I'm off and running. Literally have trips already got planned, gigs I already got planned to do, bookings already being set all the way up until pretty much August already. So I need to make sure that I am mentally prepared and physically prepared for everything. And I'm also going to be updating websites, updating my clients' websites, updating their back-end links. Like, this is what this time is for while I'm on my hiatus. So you'll see me post. Like, for damn sure, I'm going to make sure that I have content out. Hey, what's going on, Meech? How you feeling, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. Actually, I just saw you post a snow video. But what's going on? What's going on? Say hey to the peoples. So ultimately, I'm here to basically just discuss on what you guys can also do to make use of your time. Oh, as you can see, I'm in a new place. I'm in my new place now, thank God. Things have worked out like I've been wanting them to, so now we are moving forward with our plans, and now I want to be able to share some plans with you guys. Okay, so we've seen the issues and all the talks and the effects of the shutdown when it came to TikTok. It also took place when it came to Capcut, and that took everybody by surprise because everyone was talking about TikTok. Nobody was talking about Capcut. But if we really had to pay attention, the company that owned TikTok, ByteDance, it was going to automatically take Capcut too, if we really were paying attention to those details. Meech says, hey, good people, I'm good. Congrats on the new gigs. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm very happy to be here. Very happy. And as you can see, I am going to always find my way to get better and elevate with myself when it comes to my lighting and the ambiance behind me and all those things. So you guys will be seeing a lot more of that too. But tell me what's going on with you, bro. Tell me what you got going on. How's the music going? All right. So as he responds, I'm going to go ahead and say what my take was when it comes to TikTok and the shutdown. All right. So first of all, I already, in my mind, I was like, yeah, they're not going to shut this down. Why? I feel like because of the fact of how big TikTok is, how big it was, and not only just because of that, it was a lot of influence that was taking place when it came to the company, that it wouldn't have made any sense to take it down. And as we know, political reasons as to why they felt like they needed to be sold to a U.S. company. But I personally, Miss J Media does not get into all those politics. I kind of like to not talk about politics when it comes to my business, just because it's just a personal preference. But if you want to talk about it, we might talk about it on my other page, which is Haitian Mobile, or if you're on my Facebook, we do be talking about it on there, as far as my personal. But nonetheless, I feel like from a business perspective, it didn't make any sense. But if you want to control something that's making changes and making waves, such as TikTok, then yeah, you're going to want to find a way to purchase it and get somebody that is in your territory to buy it so that you can have more control over it. Right? That's here or there for what that really consists of. Then when it comes to Capcut, I'm just like, wow, bro. I'm just now really starting to really mess with Capcut for real, because I've always been into InShot. And that's just because of the fact that when Capcut came into scene, InShot was already here. So when Capcut came in, now it was like a lot of people was really gravitating to Capcut. Granted, of course, because it had a lot of great quality, a lot of great effects, a lot of great transitions, and the captions, of course, was lit. Like, everybody was using the captions, so it made sense for people to gravitate to Capcut the way that it did. But when, of course, it went down, everybody was freaking out. Like, I feel like people freaked out more about Capcut going down than TikTok going down, which was funny to me, right? So He says it's going good, steady working, and staying motivated. I hear that. I hear that. Believe me, the fact that I'm just not making a live, and it's for me, it's been like a couple of weeks. It's not necessarily me finding motivation, but it's me getting up and doing it. So I'm happy to be here and doing that, because I had to tell myself, like, yo, we just gotta make something happen. We know that you on hiatus, but you ain't gotta be on a hiatus to where you don't show your face at all. You still got a business to run on the backside. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to hear that you're steady working. Definitely, I'm gonna keep telling you, bro. I need to see more of you just ripping and running on the records. Like, I need to be able to see you doing that. And then start off with something. I'm just giving out tips just because. Okay, start off with something real simple. Like, don't even add no effects to it. Just have your lighting, your music, you just on there, just spinning, and just having some really great vibes. And you already know what the vibes are. Like, make it as if you go at a show, at one of our shows or something, for example, and then just play that out. See how that do. Do a few of them. I say if you do about 3 of them a week, start on about 2. But if you do about 3 of them a week and do it for like a whole month worth, they're gonna be fucking with that. They're gonna be fucking with that. Music is what it is. It's always gonna catch the vibes for people. So something to think about if you decide to really want to push that in that sense, of course, or sense of content. But so yeah, people was really tripping about Capcut. Really tripping about Capcut. So, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I was too. I was like, that kind of disturbed me. Like, TikTok, like, alright, it is what it is. We gotta pivot, make things move in different ways, whatever. But when Capcut happened, it was hard for me to go to sleep. It was hard for me to go see. I was like, bro, why am I so affected by this? Like, because you just started fucking with it. So I had to really take the opportunity to really understand what's going on and be like, okay, so this is beyond me, obviously. But I can still make something take place. I can still make something happen, and it's not going to stop nothing. So, of course, I went to digging, and, of course, I found VN. And not only that, like I said, I've been using InShot. So, InShot been my dog. It's been my road buddy. It's been fuck with me for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay them and I have no problem. You know what I mean? So it was just interesting that people wasn't really fucking with InShot until after Capcut. But that's just what it is. People just they flock to what's popular, what's hot. So but with that being stated, because of that, I will definitely be creating some more InShot tutorials, so that way you guys can see how to use the program. You know what I mean? Because it's very beneficial in my opinion, and I've done a lot, if not all, of my edits with InShot, and I get a lot of love on them. Okay, so it's not a situation to where you have to have, not to say, yes, you have to have the best equipment and the best program, but it doesn't have to be so flashy all the time to where you have to have a certain type of equipment or program to be able to get the results that you want. That's not the case at all. So what it is that you need to do right now, that's next, right? Now that we got Trump in office and things have been taking place that is definitely not favorable to a lot of people who are already in work, the government office, federal jobs, all those things. Again, I don't want to get into all of that, but just paying attention to what is going on in the world. What is it that you're going to do right now, depending on what it is that you want your career to be, right? If you're somebody that's like, you know what, I just want to do a 9 to 5, this video is not for you. If you're somebody that's just like, you know what, I just want to just retire and live off my pension, this video is not for you, okay? Hey, what's going on, love? How you feeling, Lush? Let me know if you can see me and hear me and how you've been doing. So today I'm talking about this whole post-TikTok, Capcut, and Trump shit. Okay? And basically what people are supposed to do next as far as content creators. All right? Oh, let me know what you think about the new place. I got a new spot. Got my background looking how I was looking. It's looking really nice out here. And this is probably where you guys are going to see me from now on doing my lives. I even got rid of the background. That's just a lie. The background's right here. But I haven't put it behind me. Right? So, but what I feel like is going to have to happen next is a lot of people are going to have to really hone in on their dreams. This is content creators. Content creators, this is for you. Content creators, brand, personal branders, people who are influencers, this is for you, okay? You are definitely going to have to hone in on what it is that you are wanting to do right now. If you want to work with a major company that's like, as far as like a collaboration, you can go for that still, but this is where you are definitely going to have to. What? Cheeto ass shambles. Lushy. Cool. I'm glad you can see and hear me, but then she said these Cheeto ass shambles. So, but what you're gonna have to do is Pay attention to what's happening around you, right? So if you're wanting to, I appreciate that. It's like the new background. Thank you. If you, what are you going to be working on, Lush? Sorry, y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to them. So what are you going to be working on, Lush? Like, what's the plan for this year? And that you think that you'll really be able to enact and take the steps on. Okay? I know we got some trips we got to go on this year too, so I'm making sure that, you kind of stay on your shit. So if you have a personal brand, if you're an influencer, if you are a content creator, it is in your best interest to go ahead and create this email listing. I talk about it all the time. I'm probably an old head for talking about it, but you have to think about this. When it comes to all these companies that you guys are jumping on, TikTok, Capcut, Facebook, Instagram, one of the main things that they're going to ask you to use to sign up for is going to be what? Your email address. That's going to be the main way they're going to contact you. So if Facebook or anybody else decides that they need to shut down, if they're not already doing it through the app, they're going to absolutely hit you up through that email in some form or fashion. That's how you need to move. You need to move like you are one of these big-ass corporations and start really building up on that email list. Like, everybody know, every week you should be letting them know, like, hey, just in case this motherfucker shut down, go ahead and join me on my email list, right? And this is how you'll do it, right? Give them the option and the call to action to be able to do that, okay? So, Lushy answered. She said, more mobility, wearing heels, post show, more burlesque. I likes that. That's cool. Yeah, I do want to see you in some heels. I know I've seen you in your other performances you've had. I definitely would like to see more heels. Like, what's the highest heel that you can fuck with right now? That'd be my question. So that's the email list, right? Getting that email list going. How you can do that? You can do that in many different ways. You can have giveaways. You can say people, hey, I got some free information for you guys. They can come in and sign up for the email list. If you got things that people that definitely need to get a hold of, if you want to say, hey, I got discounts and specials only for people that are on my email list, you can also provide them that, and they can sign up through there. That way you can start really building on it steadily. Keep in mind, everybody's not going to jump on your email list unless you already have a huge following. But if you are starting off small, letting that be known every week, say, hey, go ahead and make sure that you sign up to my email list, because I want to make sure that you are ahead of whatever I got going on and you already have your information prepared. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to sign up for everybody's email list if they're an influencer or somebody that you love and you mess with. That's understood, okay? But this is for people who are wanting to, of course, take their company outside of social media or utilize social media. Because at the end of the day, these are only tools. They are not to be your business. They are not to be your brand and be the only thing that you mess with. Okay? Lush says 6-inch heels. All right. That's what's up. I'm looking forward to seeing more of those. I almost feel like, again, I'm just giving out free game. Feel like for you if you could do some snapshots of showing the type of heels that you like, the type of heels that you like to dance and perform in, especially with your disability, I think that'd be pretty cool. And then you can even ask other people who are in the community and ask them, hey, what's your favorite heel? What's the highest heel you have performed in or danced in? And see how that goes. Doing a poll for that. And if you want to go even more general, you can ask people just in your stories, period. If they're going to see your stories, you can have a picture of you holding your heels, saying how tall they are, and then asking them, hey, like, what's your tallest heel? Or what's your favorite heel? And tag a picture with you, or tag you in a picture of them holding their heels. You know what I mean? So, just random shit. But this way, you are always keeping the people that fuck with you, okay? Another thing that I definitely want you guys to go into is spread out. Stop just staying on TikTok. Stop just staying on Facebook. Stop just staying on Instagram. Because of what we just saw, these programs can shut down at any minute. And I want you guys to be prepared. So the best way to be prepared is to say, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and get on LinkedIn, okay? Let me go ahead and get on YouTube. Right? Let me go ahead and get on these other platforms people don't even really talk about. Reddit is still a thing. It is still a very great program that you can get on and use as well, because you can build a community there really, really quickly. Actually, because there's a lot of subreddits that talk about a variety of topics. So if you find the one that's specific for you, you can get on there, build up, of course, your what do they call it? Your upvotes. Build up your upvotes, and that way you can be able to really get people to. You can join into even bigger groups, even more popular groups, and people can follow you, have more conversations with you. If you have links on your Reddit page, people can actually go through and connect with you. You know what I mean? And if you have somebody who sells products or sells a service, they can go through and go further into whatever you might be providing for them and purchase something. Okay? But at the end of the day, you want to be able to share this. Because no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what social media is taking place, you want to make sure that your users this. Because they can't shut this down. At least not right now. You know what I mean? So if you are making sure that you are making use of your mental, making use of your mind, you are pouring into yourself, getting your knowledge and your research up for whatever it is you're doing, getting your experience into whatever that you are a part of, then you'll be able to add more value to yourself. And not only adding more value to yourself, now when you share this knowledge with others, you are also adding more value to them, because they're never going to forget what is it you told them because of how you made them feel on what you told them. Okay, you have to remember that. If people, you might be rambling on and on about any and everything, but if somebody doesn't remember how you made them feel when you said the thing, they're not going to pay attention to it. It's not going to make a difference. All right, so those as two things right there I gave you guys that you can do outside of this TikTok and Capcut situation, right? So definitely, now that TikTok is back up and running, it's up to you. Go ahead and still mess with it. I say go ahead and take advantage of it while you can. If you still have it on your phone, I'm hearing people are paying $10,000 for phones that still have TikTok on them. I don't think it's that serious, but if you're willing to buy mine, go for it. Okay. But at the end of the day, make use of what you can, but again, make use of it. Don't make it be your end all. So when this thing shuts down, now you're up in arms and trying to figure out what your next move is going to be, and you're freaking out as if all your money is gone. When you should have made plans for that money to begin with. It goes back to people who are winning the lottery. We all want to have the money for the lottery, but then we don't make a plan on how you can make it last. So if you don't want to be a 15-minute famous person, make use of your time. You know, if you're getting paid, put that money to the side. Set it up to where you can make a business on the outside. Get that LLC. You know what I mean? And then really start building. And then keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind, people are making it seem as if your business and personal brand can only be grown online. You guys keep forgetting. You got to go outside eventually. You eventually have to be able to go and meet people. Okay? And that's always going to be there. I don't care what's going on. It might be snowing in Atlanta, but I can still go outside of my door and find 5 other people I can go talk to. Okay? So it's not a situation to where online is your only option and your only way to be able to grow. You really can go and meet other people. I know we're stuck on this. This is easy for us. We can meet 1,000 people at one time, but you don't know how many people one person knows if you meet the right one, if you go to the right event, if you have the right conversation, if you are opening up your mind to what somebody else could be saying to you. You just don't know what their network is. So this is where you have to build up that network outside of just being online. Don't make it to where one is over the other, but utilize all of it. You go on here, you go online, you go on your social networks, you spread all that out. You get on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you get on, I don't care how you feel about them. Get on them. Get on Reddit. Now you make sure that you are definitely utilizing your YouTube. You want to talk like me and be on a whole video and be like 15, 30 minutes to an hour? Get on YouTube. Share that every week. Share a new topic every week. Watch how that thing will grow. Monetize your content. Get on Patreon. You want to be somebody who's going to have courses, or you want to have series or conversations that you want people to really learn from you? Get on Patreon. Sell that. They got fan base that you can be able to really make money for what you want to talk about, for the content that you're making. For real, for real. And that's all you have to do. But a lot of us, we are stuck on what's happening right now, what's popular right now. So these are a lot of great tips of what you guys can definitely use when it comes to anytime any network decides that it wants to just shut down. The government is like, you know what, they're tired of it. They don't want to deal with it no more. That's what the best advice that I can give you to be able to really make use and grow your personal brand. Okay, you do not have to be worried and freaking out because of this one company. You can do so much more. Okay, so make sure that you are taking heed. Okay, and making sure that you are implanting all of these seeds, because they are not just take the information, try it out one time, and it don't go. The same way that you built up that TikTok. The same way you took time to build up all those videos through Capcut, it's going to be the same way that you're going to build up yourself on all these other platforms. I see it all the time. Somebody can be massive and major on TikTok, but then I go to their YouTube, they got like a few followers. That's why I say sometimes these influencers are only influencing one thing. That's really what it is. Sometimes these influencers are only influencing one thing. But you have to be able to spread yourself out. If you really want to test to see if you're really about some shit and you really are a personal brand and you really are making moves, go ahead and get on these other networks. See how they're moving. And if they start really showing even more numbers on these other networks, then you know they're doing something. But if they only influence this one social network, that's not impressing me. That's not impressing me. Go ahead and do it on the other ones too. Make that same move, make that transition, and be prepared to pivot anytime something takes place, because you just never know. But at the end of the day, building your own community is what's going to be essential to your personal brand. All right, so that's what I got for you guys right now. But I am, on that note, going to be creating my own Patreon for real, just because I share all this information with you guys. It's always just free game. I go live as often as I can and be able to let you guys know on what I think is best when it comes to networking, marketing, social media, and all those things, and things that have definitely worked for me and my clients. You know, as you guys know, I'm working with a lot of people and I stay busy. So if you guys want to learn more about those things, be on the lookout for when that Patreon is ready and up, so you guys can sign up for it. I will have a free option as well as the paid option, and you guys can tap in with me. You know, join on my community. Okay, I definitely do have an email list, by the way. So if you guys want to join that, go to my website. It's msjainc.com, and it's gonna be actually on my link in bio. So if you go through my link tree, you'll see it there. Sign up for my email list, you know, and I will start sending out a lot of essential information through there, just because of everything that's been taking place, and I want to make sure that I'm also walking the talk. Right? Thank you guys so much for watching, paying attention, listening, and just taking heed to everything that I have to say. I really, truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right?